Live from the Macaroni Mansion, located in historic South Philadelphia, Vinnie Paz presents the Broad Street Breakdown, featuring the OG Gavin, Sicko, Professor Pablo, with tonight's special guest, Stupid Sicko, musical guests, Manatee Sicko, from the San Diego Zoo, Pale Snowman Sicko,
That ain't right.
the comedic stylings of sad suicidal cardigan sweater Sicko.
Wow.
Sitting in with the band, Stevie Puerto Rico.
Ho!
And I'm your host, Jammin' George Winkleman.
Wow! What? Yo, son put over Jammin' George and turned him into a member of the tribe.
Fuck.
Are you? Before I do you think the real Jammin' George was a member of the tribe?
He could have been.
It's possible.
I mean, he said a lot of things. He
Right.
sold DRI at the Spectrum.
Right. Jesus, man. This
Now that's
fucking blew
taking
my
it back.
That just blew my mind up.
Bizarre pop right there.
That joke's got to be like 40 years old by now.
It's damn close.
Fuck.
You're listening to the Broad Street Breakdown, episode number
45.
45.
4/5.
Look, man, ain't nothing wrong with a 45. You got the Colt 45.
Mean.
You got the Glock. Listen, a 45 is heavy duty biz, man.
I was actually going to say, like, oh, he started out when he put me in the intro. Like, oh, at least I'm just regular Sicko.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
it just got progressively
worse. Yeah.
Can always count on him. Ah, the mints are back.
I just need to talk about the fact that over the
He ate 72 mints.
on Tuesday's episode there was a murder scene left of wrappers from the Bob Sweet Stripes mints, and I've never eaten one in my life other than for the reason to make sure my breath is straight. And he's eating them like they're food.
Like it's food, like sustenance.
I don't understand what's happening.
There was a whole CSI scene left here.
There had to be 15 of them.
I mean, it was like 196.
That's a good number.
I leave carnage.
You do. But what is this like? You're putting them over. There's 180 pieces in this box. If I had to guess, there's like 30 left. So you ate like 150.
And that was just on Tuesday.
I like mints. I like these mints.
Those mints.
I hate those mints.
I hate that kind, and I hate the what's the traditional gum mint? Peppermint.
Like the little
Peppermint.
circle.
Just peppermint, not the thing. Just the flavor. Peppermint.
You don't like peppermint at
No,
all.
it's gross. Peppermint patty, get out of here. Peppermint gum, out of here.
Candy cane, peppermint candy cane.
No, heat. Hate it. What do you have to say about that?
I don't like it.
Well,
It's falling out. That's a lot of peppermint in one mouth.
oh, come on, man. Dog, 180 pieces. How many do you see there? Like 30 tops?
Yeah.
6.
He's gone through 150 of those since our last episode.
He's got the best breath in fucking South
He
Philly.
does. I can't say he doesn't.
Thanks.
He smells good too.
Yeah. Chomping away.
Yeah. He is chomping.
He is.
It's
Suckling?
a fuck the world, really.
I'm going to eat another
It's-
motherfucker right
see?
now.
It's defiance.
The more you call attention to it, the
the
more
more
he's gonna
defiant he believes it
Yes.
to be. See what he's doing right now? That's for that kid that wrote in,
Yeah.
like,
I don't forget you, motherfucker.
he needs to be on the list.
Absolutely.
Guy who gave me
Dude
heat
who-
about cereal.
Dude who has heat with Gavin eating on air. Was it cereal?
It was.
What kind?
It was anything that he was eating.
No, but he had a run where it was cereal. And that's bad heat with. You like normal cereals. You don't like fun ones.
Well,
Blueberry, no.
no.
Count Chocula, no.
No.
Terrible.
What are you talking about?
You don't like
Awesome.
peppermint.
Awesome
Fruit
and awesome.
Brew. They have peppermint. Yeah,
no,
that's right.
you don't like peppermint.
Damn fucking Skippy, I don't. Sir, that is used for one thing and one thing only. To smell good.
I disagree.
Well,
Pop for sir.
listen, we can take this to a Twitter poll.
I mean, you ain't wrong. Let the people decide.
Let the people decide whether
The
not
people,
they
they
eat
could take it
this.
to my poll.
Well, you won. You just won.
Delicious.
They can decide not on if they eat it. I don't want to hear that shit. Everyone eats peppermint, including me, who hates it. But are you doing it for what? Because of enjoyment?
It's refreshing.
It's not refreshing. It's
See them
so
motherfuckers on the ski thing on the commercial. They're
it's
on the
so
snow.
abroad. It's so
the
abroad doesn't think
wind.
you have poop breath. You don't want to smell like cocky.
Do you like the junior mints?
2 birds
No,
with one
I do
stone.
not.
They're very refreshing.
I don't like
Andy's
Junior.
Andy's mints are good.
I hate them.
Wafer-
I don't like. I'm with him. I don't like mint.
A wafer thin.
What about you?
What?
You like a nice mint?
I
or
like
no?
one. I can do one.
But are you doing it to be like, yo, I'm making sure my breath's straight?
A little bit column A, a little bit column B.
I agree. I'm with them.
Especially with
No,
chocolate.
you're not. You're full. You're not. You're eating these like it's
I'm saying
fucking
you got-
enjoy.
You killed 2 birds with one
You're
stone, pal.
eating these like candy. Like if you had Reese's peanut butter cups in front of you
Yeah.
and you were shoveling them down while watching
A bird in the
Monday
hand
Night Raw with a nice cold glass of milk.
is
and
worth
you're knocking
7
them
cloudy days.
It is. A bird in the hand is worth 7 cloudy days in a blackened bush. It's Sicko's bush.
Ow.
See, the mint prevented me
From-
because I was
see?
doing it.
See?
See?
Now it's a
God damn it.
hindrance.
See, he wanted to go for that. It was low hanging fruit.
I mean, literally.
Yeah. And I was on top of it. You know why? No peppermint.
His shit's so big he needs a third sneaker.
Wow.
Can we?
You're saying he needs to buy 2 pairs, give
2
throw
lefts
one
and a
out the
right.
window,
Yeah.
and he pits that hog
Yeah.
in the
Did
middle.
we?
Yeah.
Do you? First of all, question.
Yes.
Do you know the Sicko Wang story of how we know this? That he's got a hog?
No.
Okay.
Notice I don't ever say why do you know that because I don't want to know.
He told this story.
On air?
I'm pretty sure.
Did you tell the story? On
I
air?
don't remember.
I think he
may
did
have.
way
You might-
long ago.
I don't know it. So either
Let's-
I was in a state where
Can we recap that?
We can.
story?
I can
Shall we
I
revisit?
can do it fast.
I think we need to.
So I
I
went.
mean, I'm sure there are much better things we could talk about.
no, not right now.
Absolutely.
So I go to pick up Sicko at his dad's house, and I'm like, "Yo, is Sicko here?" And his dad's like, "Oh, he's upstairs. Go upstairs and get him." So I go upstairs. I'm like, "Yo, what's up?" And he's not in his bedroom.
Is this where you hide?
Yeah.
All right, proceed.
He's in, so
I'm just making sure
I surmise that he's not in his room. He's in the shower.
Sure.
So I'm like, fuck this motherfucker, right? So I go in his closet and hide. And I'm waiting there like 5 minutes. I'm waiting there 10 minutes. And I'm like, all right, now the joke's on me. Now the joke's on me. And B, I'm going to kill this kid.
Yeah, with a heart
If I come
attack.
out of a closet, like I would die if someone
Of
came out.
course.
So I fucking just said, fuck it. So I come out of the closet. I'm just sitting on his bed waiting for him.
Uh-huh.
So he comes walking in the room like, do. And I'm like,
What,
and I'm
what was
like,
I like?
like do.
Thank you.
It
like-
went higher the second time.
Because no one's on the second floor but him
Yes,
in his house.
yes.
So the tail's like
It
not.
was it was your room and a shower, right? On the second.
Now his
floor.
brother had a
brother's room.
yeah.
Right, yeah. Okay.
So the tail was kind of not secure. It was kind of on, kind of wasn't on. So he's walking in the room, and I think he's about to take the tail off. And I'm like, "Yo, man!" He's like, "Whoa!" and like throws the tail up, and this fucking thing almost slapped me in the face. And fucking, and I was on the other side of the room. Let me tell you.
So it was like a baby's arm.
Yeah, like you fucking blocked the sun from the
It
window,
was a
right? That's
solar
how big it
eclipse.
was. Blocked the sun. And I was like, damn, now I know why this motherfucker's got game.
It was like
Yeah.
His
As it
whang
was
made
swinging,
the whang
yeah.
move.
Yeah.
Cut the air. Cut the wind.
Exactly.
So that's how I know. I saw it unexpectedly. He covered up anyway. And mind you, he wasn't hard. This is flaccid.
Well, I mean, one would hope.
He's big.
If he was, there would be another part of
I
the
mean,
story
yeah,
that,
That'd be a much better story.
that I'd have to dig into.
Yeah, because if you see a hard cock, you got to finish it off.
Man, what's this fucking guy talking about?
That's just like bro code 101.
It's just etiquette.
Yo, man, I think that needs to be isolated.
Yeah. It's being written down.
Yeah, we need to mark that 10 minutes in. You should isolate that, and it's a
Okay.
drop.
Okay.
It would have popped out your eye.
Jesus
Had he walked in
Christ.
hard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Luckily, I've never seen. I don't think I've seen a dong ever.
Ever?
No, not
Come
other
on.
than my own.
Come on.
What do you mean, come on?
You're in this bathroom. You look to the left. You look to the right.
Who does that,
You
man?
just want to see what your competition is.
You say he does
When I was-
he
I
does
got
the
a-
foot, John?
I got a
Tap the
story.
stall?
I got a story. When I was in high school, we used to go into the bathrooms in between classes to catch cigarettes, to smoke cigarettes. So
Ruffians.
there's a certain etiquette, like all social.
Mores?
What's the word I'm looking for? No. Clicks.
Oh, yeah.
Are completely eliminated once you go into that bathroom and you're all catching smokes.
Of course.
You'll catch a smoke with any
Anybody,
motherfucker.
yeah.
You can have heat with them as soon as you walk out, but in that bathroom, everybody's on the same team.
Yeah.
Okay? So part of the deal was there was all these urinals lined up.
Yeah.
Like 50 of them. Remember
Yeah,
that shit?
Of course.
Okay. So you stand, the way that you're fucking slick about it is you light the cigarette and you stand up real close to the fucking urinal like you're taking a piss.
Yeah.
But like up against
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
And that's where you have the cigarette.
Yeah.
And then every once in a while you hit it, you
Yeah.
fucking go back down. Because the bathroom is so filled with fucking smoke, you're not catching anybody just on that alone.
Right.
So they had to see you fucking
Yeah.
smoke. Okay. This one time I'm in there with this hammer guy and 50 other people, but me and this hammer guy got friendly in between
Yeah.
third and fourth period, whatever
Yeah,
the fuck.
sure.
So there's like 5 people. There's a space. There's an empty urinal, and then me and the hammer guy.
Right.
Okay. And we're sitting there, blah, 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 blah. So this crazy kid, I can't remember his name, but he was fucking legitimately crazy, this
Okay.
kid. Walks up to the empty urinal, drops his fucking book bag, and he's probably like 7-8 steps away from the urinal, whips out his fucking wang, which was like a horse cock, and starts pissing from like halfway across the room. And me and this hammer guy were like, what the fuck is going on? Teacher walks in, catches me and the hammer guy smoking because we were both like, what? Like with the cigarettes, like, what the fuck is happening? Caught us both. Wild dude with his fucking horse cock is fucking pissing in the urinal.
And the lesson, kids, never trust a dude with a horse cock.
Did Horsecock get pinched for being in a weird position of pissing?
I don't think
Because
so.
in and of itself, what happens when
And he pissed like a horse too, like it was fucking like a
Yeah, but
like a hose.
what happens when it
spraying the
starts?
whole gimmick down?
What happens
And
when
I
it
feel like
starts to
he-
slow down?
We got caught before it started to slow down. I feel like.
So he
And
could,
not
he's
only
still
that-
pissing right now.
Not only that, but he was doing like the hose gimmick, like up and down the fucking, like pissing all over everything. We were like, dude, what the fuck, man?
Did he say anything?
No, he was nuts, this dude.
Like what kind of nuts?
Torture animals.
No.
Like he looked like chopper nuts, or
Like class in the
No.
trailers out back.
excuse me,
Yes.
it's the shacks.
Sorry.
Yes.
Like Ted Bundy nuts, or
Would eat anything for a quarter nuts.
probably still lives in his mother's basement nuts.
Nice.
He's probably like right now I would guess he's like a Trump guy who never leaves the house, so shouldn't have an opinion on anything kind of dude, but thinks that like Trump is saving his world.
Yeah.
Trump's gonna get him at 44 out of his mother's basement.
Right.
He's like that kind of dude.
Okay.
Yeah. He's got opinions on stuff, but he
Right.
never left, never had a job.
Yeah.
His mom's like 90.
Yeah. He's
You know what I
he's
mean?
using her social security
Yeah.
to buy smokes.
Right.
Yeah.
She's still doing his laundry.
Yeah.
Like,
He's-
it's bad
She
stuff,
brings in
man.
enough to get Schlitz and
Yeah.
a pack. of-
He's doing the
Right.
Rupert Pupkin in his basement.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
he's got a fucking talk show that people are watching.
Yeah, it's probably not Rube. It's probably a band, but
Well,
yeah,
yeah.
it's King of Comedy.
So he's sitting down there with his fucking horse wang, fucking
I mean,
tweeting about Trump.
Jesus Christ, man.
This is what I see.
well, something that resonates with us in terms of where we came from, where we're still from. Joe Corre, Joseph Corre, Malcolm McLaren's son, is, I don't know, how would you describe? He's saying he's going to burn all the memorabilia that Malcolm did. Malcolm leave it? It's him and his mom, correct? Westwood.
I've read
I thought he already did some of it.
some of
didn't
it. He did. He said he's going to do it periodically.
Well, let me just elaborate a little bit. He was trying to coincide with that 40th anniversary of punk shit going on in London.
Right.
Right.
So, his stance, whether we buy it or not, is what we're going to get into. But his stance is sort of, this is government backed, and the people that started it 40 years ago, if they had seen the Queen co-signing this, then those records wouldn't have even gotten made. Like God Save the Queen. Again, this isn't quotes. This is me
Right. Paraphrasing.
paraphrasing his philosophy. I'm not sure hers. There's an irony to me about this, just specifically who he was. Malcolm's whole shit was a get over. Malcolm wasn't about. He was commerce over art and blowing it up.
He was a carny.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So
And his son is now a carny on his father's carny name.
right, he weaseled his way into the fashion or something. He's like you know, how like McCartney's daughter Stella, like piggybacked it into there. That's what I understand.
Well,
With him, I understand that he's some sort. Sicko when I was trying to figure out A, how to say his name, and B, where it came from.
Vivian Westwood did really well after the punk rock thing in fashion stuff, from what I understand, and continues to do well, from what I understand.
Yeah, that's
The lingerie line. So we're talking about.
I don't know what she does. She does something.
they're both involved in fashion and made a bunch of money. Either way, I don't know.
The bottom line with this is the kid wasn't there. It's not his thing to have any commentary on it in the first place. And he did a fucking work to get his name in the fucking papers.
Yeah.
And did a good job of it.
Yeah.
Did it. Because everybody in the fucking who's involved on any level is talking about it.
Keeping it 100, we ain't talking about Joseph Corre on this show had he not pulled this shit.
Exactly.
Right.
So he's putting himself over. So I guess what the what we're going to discuss, did he get good heat or go away heat? You know what I'm saying? Is it like, well, now this motherfucker's name is Mud? Or is it like, now he's kind of blowing up? Or is it like meds on meds? Is it like punk rock heads want to behead him, but his name's ringing bells to people that he cares about in Paris, in blah, 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 in these markets that he wishes to ingratiate himself into because of what he does. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think he did shit besides get his name out, and he did a good job of it. It's funny because I saw when the article was getting posted everywhere, I saw it posted on a Square page. And I saw all these fucking motherfuckers saying,
I'm sure your fucking head wanted to explode.
that's what punk rock is.
he
He's doing what
about?
punk rock. I'm like, man. You know what I mean? So,
He's working them.
yes. And
that is, in fact, his angle.
it's
On the surface, who knows?
Right.
I mean, he's
I
trying to
have
he's trying to get himself over is what the real deal is.
I have a problem with what he did, but I also have a problem with the fact that he did this and now his name is out there and people who don't know anything about the culture have an opinion on it.
Right. Let me read you a quote. You give me a...
Oh, wonderful. This is going to be great.
This is him.
Okay.
Well, just so people know what we're talking about, it was a year-long... They're using the word corporate. I don't know how true or who was involved with this. It was called Punk London, or is called Punk London. It's a year-long series of films, screenings, talks, exhibits. That's all cool to me.
Agreed.
No matter who's doing it. If kids learn, I don't care how it happens.
Agreed. Because the content of these things is what it is.
Is what matters.
It doesn't
How it gets to you is
exactly,
irrelevant.
Right.
Exactly.
So this is him speaking now. The Queen giving 2016, the year of punk, her official blessing is the most frightening thing I've ever heard. Talk about alternative and punk culture being appropriated by the mainstream. Rather than a movement for change, punk has become like a fucking museum piece or a tribute act. End quote.
To some extent, he's not wrong as far as it becoming a museum piece. But like Jeff said earlier, it's not his call to make. It's not his decision. He didn't have nothing to do with it. I mean, obviously, knowing me and what I do, I'm very big on the preservation of history. Now, whether some person out there wants to debate if it's being a culture vulture or if it's exploiting the culture, that's up to you and your opinion. I don't really give a fuck.
Yeah.
So the whole idea of the exhibit itself, like you just said, I am all for. Him having a problem with it, I guess you're allowed to have an opinion, but it's exactly like OG said. Like, you weren't there.
Yeah.
It's not your...
Nor is it your birthright to control it.
Exactly.
You can't sit there and have where does this guy think that he's getting some sort of legitimacy from his father's name? His father wasn't that legitimate, in my opinion, in the fucking first place.
Well, that's kind of where when we started, I was kind of like, well, he was a carny that was trying to get over on the culture from the rip. Like, oh, this is this? Maybe I can, you know what I'm saying? He did it with hip-hop, too, later. Mm-hmm. So
he was good at what he did. He was very good at knowing what the next trend was going to be, sort of. So he was there from the beginning.
Yeah, and that in and of itself is an art.
But if you know anything about McLaren, he went from one thing to another. You know, the sex shop, which was the clothing shop that a lot of that London scene was based out of. Previous to that was it was a teddy boy shop that sold teddy boy clothes. And so
Pablo's a teddy boy.
He, with that hairdo
all
day long. He took from whatever he thought he could make a dime off of, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Well, but don't tell me that you have some sort of credentials then by doing that. And he was a master manipulator of the media.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody who sits and says that the Pistols were this put-together band, this boy band, this, that, and the other thing, that was all media manipulation from McLaren after Rotten left the band and the band broke up. Mm-hmm. Rotten was not in a position to manipulate the media that way. McLaren was. And McLaren put all that stuff out. So years later, if you want the real story, look at the court documents that explain exactly what happened, and you'll realize that everything McLaren said was fucking complete horse shit.
Let's not forget also, like, with the passing of time, McLaren has also been elevated. Like, he had as many misses as he had hits. Like, he fucking, I want to say it, who did he manage?
Dolls.
That
at the end.
Which took a band that sort of had a promising... they could have, something could have been done.
Yeah,
with
maybe,
them.
maybe not. Yeah,
he put them in like red leather outfits and was like, "You're going to be representative of this." Whatever.
He was a fucking gimmick man, you know, and there's something to be said for that. But don't pretend that you're something that you're not.
Right. But it wasn't like he had this vision, like, oh, I know this is going to be good. He just fucking cast his net as wide as possible and tried to get in on every trend.
Yes.
And have that, you know, had like a 50-50 success rate. Like, the Sex Pistols went on to be what they were, but for every one of them, you know, how many fucking misadventures did he have that you don't hear about?
I mean, yeah, and the Pistols was the period of time of the Pistols was only really 18 months. Mm-hmm. So all that shit went down in 18 months. So he had, you know, in the big picture, that's nothing as far as an amount of time. So he, you know, and there's all kinds of stories about how he didn't like how that turned out. Really, the only thing he's responsible for is introducing Jones and Cook lied into Jones and Cook. That's really the only thing he's really responsible for. He did the manager thing, but if you get, I mean, I'm interested to read Steve Jones' book, which just came out or is about to come out. I think it's mid-January it's coming out. If you read or hear about other people's perspectives who were involved at the time, he did more fucking up for them than anything else.
Right.
Well, I'm kind of like what Sicko was saying with him attaching himself to everything and like becoming this impresario or whatever. Like that Duck Rock shit that he did, I guess that was 83 or something, when he was trying to attach, or 82 even, when he was trying to attach himself to hip hop. Validity, like he was just trying to.
It was around the time Lydon did the thing with Bambaataa.
Yeah.
And again, it was
a little bit before the Lydon did the thing with Bambaataa, I think.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, maybe a year.
But you're right, trying to attach to what was street culture at the time.
Yeah.
From a dude who was really not from any of that.
Yeah. What was the connection of? He didn't have a connection to Bow Wow Wow.
Yeah, he managed them.
Yeah, okay.
And then he played the whole, young girl, sexual appeal of a young girl kind of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, she was fucking 13 years old when they started that or whatever.
Right.
And he put her in certain positions that sexualized a young teenage girl.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Again, trying to capitalize on that.
Yeah.
So that was like the new wave thing, that the more watered down thing from the Pistols or from whatever,
Yeah.
and still trying to make $1. Which I ain't hating on him for fucking trying to make $1.
No,
I'm
no,
hating
no.
on him for, don't tell me that his story is some sort of legitimate fucking story, or that he's some sort of legitimately involved guy, whereas... And certainly don't tell me you're his fucking son and you have some legitimacy. Like, get the fuck out of here. I'm personally not happy.
The story I got is that him and his son didn't get along, and that Malcolm was jealous of him because of his success with the fashion line, and he fucked him out of the will, and this is his way of saying fuck you back to his dad.
Well, that's all well and good, but that ain't what he's saying. Yeah. If that's the case, okay. But that's not what he's saying.
Yeah.
He's on a soapbox, the punk rock soapbox.
According to these quotes. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's the deeper thing. And I would be more understanding if that was the case, I guess.
But that's not what he's playing.
That's not what he's put right.
He's claiming to make a political statement, as it were.
Rotten came out the next day or two after this shit came out, and he said basically like, this dude's silly, and I think it's a joke that he's burning all this stuff that basically could raise X amount of money for whatever charity you wanted it to.
Yeah.
Like, do something.
Yeah.
Stop trying to be fucking shocking. Stop trying to be whatever. Make a fucking difference.
Yeah, well, saying the people on the one thing you were saying, like, it's punk rock and shit to burn it. It's also punk rock and shit to feed the poor with the money that you're...
Yep. Right. And going back to his statements about, what could be more mainstream than the Queen backing it. See, I see it differently. What's more subversive?
Yeah.
The fact that punk rock is now backed by...
Has now won...
some kind of legitimacy.
Has won some kind of war.
It changed fucking culture.
Right.
It changed fucking culture. This motherfucker was walking down the street and getting fucking stabbed by motherfuckers.
And razored.
And now it's...
What it is.
changed
Right.
fucking thought processes. It changed fucking culture.
And that's as subversive as you could possibly get, because it changed mainstream culture. It wasn't just a little subgenre of something. It was as big as any pop music movement that had come before it or since. So to me, being the punk rock action is not 40 years later burning the Sex Pistols records. It was in 1976 having a #1 record that they wouldn't even say the name of.
Right.
You know what I mean? So he's already been outfoxed with what he's trying to do. So doubling back on it is even more ridiculous to me.
Well, really, I mean, then you get back to what's his real intent? His
Right.
real intent is to fucking get people to talk about him.
And I can respect the work of that.
Yeah, sure. I just don't like it when it's involved in things that we like.
Absolutely.
When you got some fucking jerk off commenting on something. I clicked this dude's profile on the Facebook who commented on this fucking Square goddamn fucking post about it.
Yeah.
Like some store or something, some clothing store posted the article or some shit.
Right.
It popped up in my fucking thing. This fucking Square's, that's fucking punk rock. You guys, that's fucking punk rock. I clicked this motherfucker's profile pic thing. Saw a couple of his fucking pictures, man. You wouldn't even believe what this motherfucker looked like. Like, you don't even know what that is, motherfucker. Stop talking. Like, that's what I find fucking offensive, man. I don't come to your fucking job and tell you how to sell fucking insurance, man. I don't.
Is that what he does?
I don't know.
Might as well.
I think that's a good guess.
He probably fucking works at the Wawa. As fuck. Make a good,
Make you a good.
Make a good
turkey
haggy.
cheese
He's probably
haggy.
like he's not even like a cool, like, deli guy.
He's not making the sizzlies.
I think he's the manager.
That square biz.
That guy's the worst.
Hate him.
Yeah.
You,
that
you
guy.
think he's got keys?
He's got a couple keys.
He's got
Yeah.
keys on his gimmick?
Yeah.
They didn't give him all the keys though, because he's a fucking
He's
strapper.
a jobber.
He got the code to the safe.
No.
No, stop.
All right.
He's got the gimmick that opens up the ice.
Drop. Oh,
Yeah, I need a bag of ice. Hold on.
nice.
Dude, from
Stan?
from Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah, come open the gimmick.
Stan, open this fucking gimmick. Show me how punk rock you are, you fuck.
Yeah, this guy needs an 89-cent bag of ice, Stan.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah, like I tried to imagine
Wawa Stan.
from what angle.
Wow. Wawa Stan. Write that down. Sicko.
All right. Like is there any angle that I could find my way into being like, all right, I dig what he's doing. I get I'm trying to think of like, all right, well maybe it's like a piece of performance art or something. And I'm just like, nah.
Yeah, every way that I tried to size it up, if you will,
Right.
I was like, this guy's a dildo.
Right. There
No
was
matter
just
how you size it up, you go from the trying to give him the benefit of the doubt and think about it. And
Exactly.
like OG said, it's like, all right, let's say it's worth $7 million. Like, you know how many people that get out?
yeah.
He even looked like a pud doing it when he's like, "Blah, I'm lighting this on fire." Like,
Yeah, he's
he looked like a
fucking-
tool bag doing it,
He's
man.
a fucking bozo.
And
man.
again, the bottom line, if your whole thing is the integrity of what punk rock means, then you need, if you really believe what you're doing, do it in your fucking backyard. Don't call the fucking newspapers. Don't have a
Yeah.
fucking press
Why
release
is there
about
a press
it.
release about it?
Like, we shouldn't even know about it. If it was to be done for the simple act of doing it, then it's like charity. It's like you do it because it's something you want to do. And you don't go fucking tooting your own horn. And,
Yeah, I mean,
I disagree.
Like when
well,
when Sean Penn went down to like New Orleans with a camera crew,
right.
I'm like,
it's
yo,
the same shit.
Look, man, like, all right, but
It's a photo op.
Yeah,
it's
all right.
all a photo op. This was his, and I think you hit it on the head where he's trying. Whatever fashion world that he's in, whatever fucking elite fucking
Yeah.
tastemakers,
Yeah.
you know, that he's trying to ingratiate himself within. That was his gesture. That
Of
was
course.
to get their approval, them
Yeah.
to notice him, whatever. So fuck him.
Fucking tastemaker.
I had to throw that in.
I
so,
like that.
Yeah. Fuck him.
So we haven't talked about the Hall of Fame,
The Bisbehoff?
the B.S.B in a minute here.
Dun.
I think Pablo so far has been the only one to be rejected
Rejected.
with his.
Denied.
Will he try for a second nomination, or will he come with
What did
something
you think
new?
about his choice, OG?
I don't remember what it was.
The Pablo into another.
No, thank you.
What if he brings it back up again, OG?
No, man.
You don't know?
I don't know.
I think you do.
You guys threw me off with the off-air stipulation.
Which was?
They can't be in the real Hall of Fame to be in our Hall of Fame.
Well,
Wait. You're thrown off by that tonight or
Yeah.
in general?
So I was thinking of one or two, and then I'm like, oh shit, they're actually in
Well, they might as well say who they were.
Public Enemy.
Okay. That's a really good pick.
Right.
I thought of them during this topic, and I was like, I think they got in for whatever
Yeah, they're in.
reason. Yeah.
I would still accept them.
Yeah, I
ours.
mean, I think that there's.
To me, they're so important that they have to be in ours.
Yeah, of
to me.
course. There's
You know what I'm
there's
saying?
Right.
exceptions
And
to things,
NWA
you
is
can-
really in, correct?
You can
Yeah.
NWA is in the real Hall of Fame?
I have no idea.
Didn't they just get in?
last year, I think.
Right.
You can chuck out whoever you want, man. How about it?
Yeah, pretty much.
It's a fucking party, man.
Jeez.
Do what you do.
It's the dead man's party. Who could ask for more?
Nice.
Boingo, boingo.
Leave your body at the... See, what are you leaving at the door? Leave your body at the
Your
door?
body at the door.
Leave your body, asshole, at the door.
Wow. What?
Isn't that what he says?
No.
No.
Your body asshole? Did he just say?
I mean, that's not even grammatically correct. Well, how would it be a lyric?
Is the person
No, he's calling you an
Leave your
asshole.
body, comma,
Asshole.
asshole, period, at the door.
That's what I think he's saying. What's his name?
Danny Elfman.
Danny Elfman.
Are you following me, Sicko?
I am, but
Oh, no. Now you think I was defending it. I'm telling you,
I folly.
yeah.
Basically, you can put.
Leave the body,
Asshole,
asshole, period,
At the door.
at the door.
You can.
Back to school.
You can. Nominate anybody you want.
I mean, you could nominate
Like it-
Madonna if you want.
True.
That is true.
Hate the Madonna. Shoot heat.
Loathe.
Shoot heat.
A vile piece,
piece
of
of-
human
She's a,
walking
she's
garbage.
a human receptacle.
Oh, vile.
Hold up.
The Gavin likes her, or
I like
Pablo. does.
Hold up.
I like the early stuff.
Hold up. Who's worse?
Oh, I like it.
Yo, I had a. Who's the king right now? Nuge.
Nugent.
I had a fucking great one.
You said this last episode too.
I know.
And you couldn't remember it.
Just fucking
I'm-
text
I'm-
OG next time.
I
Write it
did.
down.
He's worse than me.
Write it fucking down.
I don't do that.
Well then,
No, you
right.
text me and say, I got one that whatever, but you don't tell me who it is.
See that I believe. Way more than his story.
Fuck.
Wi-
Go ahead, Bo.
This is UK who's worse.
Okay.
Okay. This is
Joe
not for
Corre.
the championship.
No, this is just UK who's worse. Like
Okay.
UK
okay.
American Idol.
Okay.
Joe Corre
Uh-huh.
or Madonna?
Who the fuck's Joe Corre?
We
We just
McLaren's
talked
son.
about it for an
Oh,
hour.
thank you, Pablo.
I don't know. I don't McLaren's son. I don't know. It's fucking Joe Corre or
She
Madonna.
has like 35
I was
years.
gonna
He has
say,
one act, but
yeah.
it might be just as.
But it's
It's-
such a heinous thing.
Who's worse?
I'm gonna say Madonna.
I have to go this Bozo Corey just because I like.
Holiday.
Yeah, I like those dance joints.
Celebrate.
Her joints when she
was
was
gonna say
like
the same
wrapped up
thing.
in the New York dance scene.
I
Absolutely.
like-
I don't hate that stuff, but her vileness as a human
No,
being.
no, and I
overrides
also
it.
when I say Madonna, I'm not thinking of those dance hits.
Yeah, she
I'm
became
thinking
like
of
a
like
different
what she.
person.
Yeah,
Her walking around naked at parties.
dog. The fact that she talks with a British accent.
Yeah, that right there.
It's from Michigan and then New York. It's like enough to put you over.
Madonna.
I'm going Joe, whatever.
Okay.
I
I'm
like
going-
too much of her stuff.
I'm going Joe Corey just because I like
Wow.
early joints.
I'm gonna say Joe Corey too.
Damn. All right.
There we go. UK who's worse?
I like that. Good call.
Thank you.
Good call.
The Sicko.
Nobody
do you have,
is ever going to beat Nugent in my mind because
I mean, that's a tough one.
I'm super wrapped up in watching the videos he posts on Facebook because he does the
Do you
live thing.
subscribe to his page?
No.
and it's making
No.
you fucking lose your head.
Yes.
Yeah.
He does the live. Hey, I'm Ted Nugent.
Uh-huh.
He does like one a day. Fucking making me lose my mind.
Yeah, man.
Like that dude's a fucking piece of shit.
Yeah. No, he is. He is.
He's
yeah.
a fucking piece of
No,
shit.
he is, man. He is.
Yeah.
He is.
Fuck him, man.
is.
Fuck him. And like, oh, dude.
Bro, you take politics out of it, like I'm offended by like the animal shit.
Agreed.
You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
offended by the misogynist shit. The woman hating fucking.
Well, I don't have much heat with that.
Well,
He
you.
fucking, Mr.
Wait a
fucking.
second. What does he say? Could you forward some of this?
Massaging. I like a nice massage.
Wang, dang, sweet poontang.
I mean, I don't care about song stuff, but
Is
he fucking married a young girl
Yeah.
back in the day.
Yeah.
Everything about him
Dude,
is wrong.
He's a fucking piece of shit, man. He's a fucking piece of shit.
You
His
know what I
politics
marked
suck. He
for?
sucks. Fuck him.
Do you know what I marked for? Do you remember when they had that reality show that created a band on VH1 that he was on
The one that
with
Evan
Scotty and
Biohazard was
Evan?
on? Yeah.
When they're talking about Nugent because he was like the last one to the house that day,
Right.
And Evan fucking no sold the fuck like I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, he's a punk rock guy.
Right, and fucking Bozo Scott Ian's putting over how
He's another
they
fucking
were
church job.
He is.
Yeah.
Who's worse,
Okay.
I like where this is going.
Yeah, me too.
Scott Ian? Soak in Scott Ian. Don't fucking just think
right.
Think of everything. Trying to go to CBGB's, the almost getting killed, Gestapo putting, saving his life, the fucking stealing of all the riffs and singing over it. Or Fred Durst.
Fred Durst.
Fred Durst.
Why?
Because Scott Ian has some connection.
Scott Ian has no connection other than Gestapo saving him from an ass whooping.
He's got a connection metal-wise to the metal scene.
You don't think it wasn't me?
No, it was a weird look I caught.
You don't like any Anthrax albums?
No. I'm not a metal guy.
You don't think
Pablo?
they're important in the thrash culture?
Sure, but that's not my culture. They're okay.
Judge Dredd?
I mean, whatever.
We're saving them?
Who?
The Indians?
I was waiting to see how he'd figure that out.
Look, man.
Trying to work it in
I
somewhere.
mean,
If you told me Scott Ian, all right.
okay.
I think Scott Ian's cooler than Fred Durst.
Let's put it this way.
I need Hoya from Madball. Whoever's listening, Hoya's probably on the road. Hoya, write me a brief sentence that I can read a brief statement that I can read on air. Your feelings about Scott Ian.
Let me say this. Let's suppose that we're back in high school.
Okay.
We're in study hall class.
Mm-hmm.
On one side of you is Fred Durst.
Yes.
On the other side of you is Scott Ian.
Yes.
You have to kill 45 minutes until you fucking leave.
Yes.
Who's the one who you talk to?
If
Ian.
Scott Ian wants to talk about Nugent, nah, man, not having it.
In general.
I don't know what guy's gonna turn up.
What the fuck is Fred Durst talking about?
I don't know, but I'll tell you what fucking Scott Ian's talking about because I read his book. He's one of those marks that wasn't like, oh, I was into Thin Lizzy and Sabbath and Lucifer's Friend. He was like, I'm fucking had posters of Ted Nugent on my fucking wall and Kiss.
That's the same shit.
Plus,
So did Henry.
Ted
and,
Nugent
So did
is-
Henry and fucking Ian though.
they had posters of who?
They were fucking marks for Nugent.
Big
Pre-punk
time.
rock.
Well, look, man, I don't know.
Pre-punk rock.
Yeah.
A lot of those
Yeah.
motherfuckers were into Nugent because there was nothing else to be
Look,
into.
my brother is older than all of those dudes and never listened to a fucking note of Ted Nugent.
I mean, he's got that one song that's still a jam, that 10-minute John.
Stranglehold.
Yeah, I will rock that all day long. That's
Never
a great
even heard
song.
I can play Cat Scratch Fever on the guitar.
Dinka, dika, dika, da dee.
I play it really well. too.
Dika, 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 da dee.
I play it better than Ted.
I mean,
Hang on.
What do I think about it? I believe you.
Good.
So who's the winner?
You should.
You didn't say anything.
I say Fred Durst. I like
don't-
Scott Ian.
Then I don't have to talk.
He likes the Anthrax. This one.
He
He likes no metal, but he likes the
We're
Anthrax.
saving them.
Right, like
We're
that's what you're gonna give me.
Weird.
That's what you're gonna give me. When I have
weird.
friends, no friend to talk metal with, and the band you're gonna put over is
He's
Anthrax.
so fucking
He
bizarre.
is, man. He's fucking strange.
They're
man.
skate thrash. I'm a skater.
No, they weren't. No, fucking Scotty couldn't ride a skateboard. Everything.
Their image was skate thrash,
no, it
though.
wasn't. It was not. And everything that fucking.
Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Not.
Every-
Sicko had the not hat.
Every fucking thing that fucking Scott Ian knew or learned about real subculture was from Dan Loker living up the street from him. Because Dan Loker started playing a
You
punk
gotta learn
rock
from
record.
somebody.
He's friends with Loker. That gives him. That'll give him a point.
He did Loker dirty. The whole Anthrax shit is why Nuclear Assault and everything, which led to the brilliance of Loker, because they cut him out. But whatever.
He's one of them dudes who started getting tattooed when he was like 49.
That's and you guys don't have heat with this.
Fucking hell.
I
do have
do,
heat.
but I have much more
yeah,
heat with Fred Durst.
Who? All right.
So who won?
Go ahead. We got another one?
No, yeah, but
Let's go.
Who won?
I'll do this all night.
It had to be. It was
Durst.
3-1.
Fred
I don't even
Durst
have
had
to
to
speak.
win.
3 said
Fred?
Durst.
Yeah.
All right.
Go ahead. Who you got?
Scott Ian,
Yeah.
Sebastian Bach.
Oh,
Okay.
Scott Ian for that one.
Scott Ian's worse than Sebastian Bach. Okay.
I'm neutral on Sebastian Bach. I don't really know anything
Sebastian
about him.
Bach had a show on VH1 at one point.
with his wife and kid.
No, it was like a he would go around and like do stuff. He's like, I'm here at this tattoo shop, and whatever.
Well, he
And
fucking cracks me up.
it was so fucking funny.
He cracks me up.
That dude is funny as
Yeah,
fuck.
I don't know if he knows it.
Scott Ian all day long. He's also Sebastian Bach is also on Trailer Park Boys, which every time I see the episodes he's on, I laugh out loud.
Okay.
He's fucking brilliant.
I just
Sebastian Bach can also tie his Huang in a knot.
Kenny?
Yes.
I just got his book on
so you
Tuesday.
can relate on some level.
Well, I can tie 2 knots, but
I just got his book
fair
on
enough.
Tuesday, so that's next on my list.
He's got.
Sebastian? He's got
I
a
just
book?
read
Just
something
came out.
that he's got
Jesus.
heat with somebody.
He shit on what's his name in the book.
Who?
Lars.
Oh, I like.
oh,
we
well,
should-
then he wins with me.
Yeah, see,
Yeah.
I was keeping that from you.
Scotty.
Yeah. 18 of the light skin
Golly.
collie. Yeah, that's a Scotty in all day. I'm absolutely 100% neutral on Sebastian Bach. I've never seen any of the stuff.
Him
he
as a
said.
dude is fucking hilarious.
He's a funny motherfucker.
I remember when he used to come on a radio show all the time that we listened to. I remember him from that, but that was
Yeah.
still like he was famous from Skid Row.
Yeah,
so he wasn't doing-
He wasn't. He
Right,
wasn't,
right.
Yeah, he was being a rock star. He
Right,
wasn't being.
right.
No, he's funny as shit.
Oh, I would never.
Yeah,
have
I'm
guessed
super
that.
excited to read the book, but
Good
I'm
deal.
wrapping up something else.
So
now.
Scott won that one.
Yeah.
Yes,
So yeah,
I got a who's worse.
Who?
It's completely not in the realm that we just came from, but
Let's
it just
do it.
came to me. It's actually kind of silly. Who's worse? Which Corey is worse,
Okay.
Feldman or Hain?
Who's worse?
Yeah,
Which one's which? Which one's the one?
First off, did you just call him Hain?
Haim, right? It's an M, right?
I think you just said Hain.
Did I?
Yes.
I meant to say Haim.
Who's
Haim's the one that
Which
tipped.
one's the tipped?
Corey
Hain.
Hain tapped out.
Okay.
Who's worse?
Feldman.
Feldman by
All day
Corey
long.
Haim was shoot Lucas hard.
Yeah.
Luca Plakia, that
Play- I was
was
waiting for that.
fucking brilliant.
But as people, though,
Corey Feldman is a fucking
Feldman.
human
he's
trash
a
receptacle.
dirtbag. Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right.
What about when I was sending you all those videos of him?
I wouldn't watch 'em.
I wish that.
Couldn't watch him. I
That's-
made it through like 3 seconds.
I wish that more motherfuckers and you two were bigger wrestling heads, because there's one I got that's like, dude,
We
nobody's beating her.
It's a girl?
Yeah.
Well, just give it. I have to hear it now.
Sonny.
Oh. Are we talking about low lifes or like she's just a low life though?
She's a piece of shit however you slice it.
Yeah. Okay. I would almost render her. She doesn't even count because she's so bad.
Yeah.
There's no way you could ever be beaten.
The-
There's nothing that could beat her.
I would be. She might
Beat
give
Nuge.
give Ted a run for his money.
They both either have to read her book or like that has to be they both have homework. It goes to Sicko first, and I have it.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Did you read it?
No. No.
When did you get this?
As soon as I heard Pritchard and then Corny,
Dude.
I was like, I gotta buy this thing.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe a little homework. It goes to Sicko and then to Blow, and then Kubi, she takes out the Nuge.
She's the worst motherfucker ever.
Yeah, but apparently Sebastian Bach shits on fucking Lars.
I like that.
Yeah, I do
all
too.
day. All day. Hate the Lars. Hate him so much.
Well, but back to the topic of our Hall of
I
Fame.
heard that. I heard that new Metallica song yesterday.
Yeah, and you were offended by
Oh
it.
my god,
It's bad.
dude.
It's bad.
What
It's
the fuck?
Another new one.
As
Well, I
someone-
put on the fucking.
Yeah.
I put on the radio.
Remember the one you commented? This isn't. I'll admit this isn't the worst thing I've ever
Right.
heard, bro.
I put on the real
Bro,
radio.
Why do they
yesterday.
even keep doing it? They've got $100 billion.
He just commented like literally this week, not like a month ago, like this week. Like I'd like to think that we're the type of band that knows when to hang it up, which is the most ironic fucking thing I ever heard in my life.
Wow.
Bro, this fucking thing Gavin's talking about. Bro, I bought the album. So for anyone that thinks I have heat or punk rock heat, like
Why would
fuck
you
that.
buy that?
Buys everything.
I do buy everything, but
That?
I like that first gimmick, and I like the John that Rick Rubin produced. I like the album Rick Rubin produced.
Which one was that?
It was like 08. Death Magnetic. I like Rick Rubin. I'm a Rick Rubin mark for production.
Absolutely. I can respect that.
But I dug it enough to be like, their next one could be cool. And then when I heard the thing they leaked, I was like, oh, it's like thrashy, or maybe, you know what I mean? They got a little bit back to their roots type shit. And I copped it. And the song Gavin's talking about is that it's offensive album. I'm offended by it.
I had the real radio on in the car the other day when I was waiting for the kids, and I usually listen to when I do that, I listen to 98.
Okay.
But they're playing all Christmas music.
I had to switch it to
wrong with that?
103. Magic
Well,
103.
after about a half hour of it, you're like, because they're playing like not good stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
All right.
There's only so
Crosby,
many.
like,
Oh,
just
yeah.
shit,
I
like,
know sell that.
There's only like, the waitresses,
right.
the Kinks, the fucking.
I like, and I like the Paul McCartney joint.
Yeah, like
Always
there's
have.
there's
That might
only
be the best one of all time.
there's a handful of
Somebody
them.
said that was the worst song ever written in the history of pop music.
Hate them.
Yeah.
There's a handful of them that are really good.
probably John.
But they start going to
Nice.
they start going to
Yeah.
the standards. And
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
I put on MMR 93, whatever the fuck, and this fucking Metallica song was on, and I was like, this has to be a fucking joke, man.
Yeah.
It's that
It's
bad.
it sounds like a parody. It's
It
like
sounds
an
like a-
SNL skit parodying
Yes. Yes.
Metallica.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Metallica's been a parody of themselves
Themselves.
since 1988.
Yeah.
So you can't,
Fuck them.
It's like time folding back in on itself.
It is. Back to our Hall of Fame.
Our
The
biz
only-
behalf.
The only Hall of Fame that matters.
You're goddamn right.
Sicko, do you have an induction?
You're
You're not prepared.
I didn't know we were doing Hall of Fame tonight. I have an obvious one.
Fucking motherfucker, man. You found out 1 second ago.
Right.
That's what you're saying. That's the
Fix your
story you're
fucking
going.
thing, man.
Get off my nipple.
Fix that.
I
Yeah.
found out
Sicko's
53
always
minutes
on
ago.
cricket, too.
Is mine cricket? No. Proper.
Put your
Of
mouth
course
around
it
it.
is.
I'm gonna say agnostic front.
Whoa, fuck.
Vote. Pablo.
Yes.
Yes.
OG.
Yes, of course.
Yes.
All right, there you go.
Da-da.
Blow. You're up
Me
now.
blow you. Remember that from last week?
Yes, I do.
That was good.
Wasn't
That
last
was
week.
good.
That was
All
like
over your
7
fucking-
months ago.
All over your face too.
Fucking disgusting.
Yeah, you
motherfucker.
did.
He
You did
is.
fucking blow me too. You fucking loved it.
Just be gay, man.
I'm trying to come out.
I would like you so much
I'm tr-
more if you were just gay.
I've been trying to come out for about 10 years now.
You'd be fucking interesting. You'd be fucking interesting for once if you were fucking gay.
I'd be
You'd
stupendous.
You'd have like a fucking cool factor finally.
I think Uber Gary's getting me out of my shell. It's gonna be any day now. So I said it earlier. I'm gonna say it again. Public Enemy.
That's a yes. For
Yeah,
Definitely.
of course. Yeah. All right, I got one that's a little out of our comfort zone.
I like that.
For me, they have been for many years, at the very least in my top 10 of all time, but probably in my top 5 of all time. The Animals.
Oh,
I mean,
I can't name someone I'm more of a mark for than Eric Burden.
Yeah.
no discussion necessary. Question though, are they in the real Hall of Fame?
I have no idea.
I have no idea.
It seems like they would be.
I would think they would be,
Yeah,
but
but
I
who
have
knows?
no idea.
Hold on.
Pablo, what is your vote?
What song do they do? All the leaves are brown,
Yeah, that's it.
right? All the leaves are
brown.
And the sky is gray.
And the sky is gray.
They do
I've
Calif-
been for a walk.
I've been. Come on.
Oh, they do.
We were fucking harmony.
Is that Mama or is that Mamas and the Papas?
That's Mamas.
I don't know. Is he joking? I mean, he can't.
I think he's shooting.
Pablo? See, Pablo's a strange bird, man.
Yeah.
Tweet, tweet, tweet.
He knows.
I think he's about to.
He knows a lot about some things that you think he wouldn't, but then other things he has no knowledge of at all.
A lot of scattered information.
It's true.
My mind is fucking blown.
Nah,
that
dude,
the metal band he's riding for is Anthem.
I think that we should, in the future. Here, I have an idea.
All right.
New segment.
Here we go.
We chuck out random band names and vote whether Pablo will know anything about them or not.
I'm okay
Because
with that.
I guarantee you, I know him so well, I'll get 100% on that. Because I knew he knew nothing about the animals. I knew it. Not a knock and not a criticism. I just know what you know and know what you don't.
I knew he'd know nothing, but did not think he'd go as far as saying, what did they do? I mean, I'm thinking his kids know House of Rising Sun.
It's we gotta get out of this place, right?
Yeah,
There you go.
It's him and Hendrix were
It's
like
my
frickin'
life and I'll
Frank.
do what I want. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, they're in.
All right, you're up.
Mine is similar to yours in that it's a little bit off the beaten path.
I like that.
Mine is The Cure.
Whoa.
That's hard. Wow. I'm not a huge Cure fan, but I'm going to say they have to go in that Hall of Fame.
Okay, Pablo.
Absolutely, their
important.
body of work is magnificent.
The Cure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Kiss me, kiss me, kiss me.
Motherfucker.
You do, you know me well.
I do.
Yeah. That's a no-brainer.
Yes,
The OG?
100%. I'm a big Cure mark, but sometimes I forget how much of a mark I am.
Yeah.
That'll
Does that make
happen.
sense?
Yeah, of course it does. It makes tons
Yeah.
of sense. All right, so we all four are in.
Pretty much.
Hooray.
All four were unanimous too, right? 16 yeses.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. It's gonna start getting to the point eventually.
Eventually,
where
yeah.
things are getting a little bit tricky.
Okay, yeah, there'll be much debate.
So Sicko, do we have?
Is it that time?
I think it's that time for word association.
Let me consult the sacred scrolls.
Like
Is there a wardrobe change coming?
he's
is
wearing
that?
my fucking hat.
That's a nice hat.
You like this hat? You can get this in the B.S.B store or in the JMT store.
Did you pay for that?
Of course not. Camera zoom in on this.
Oh, I thought you meant he was wearing your hat.
No. It's
Oh,
Vinnie
that's
Paz
your.
hat.
Okay.
Cameraman zoom in on this. This is a great a new thing in our product line.
It's the little graffiti
Fuck is
crown.
he
Yeah.
talking to?
That's nice.
The camera's going to zoom in.
You said cameraman.
cameraman.
Yeah.
I'll fix it in post. Yeah, if you like this, get it. You go right to the merch store and get it with the new shirts too. What's that site, Sicko? You got that site handy?
What is it?
JediMindTricks.merchdirect.com.
That's right.
That's where you can
New
get
sweatshirts
B.S.B
we got for
gear,
the
too.
fall line too.
Yeah, what he said.
We
All
got
right.
B.S.B hoodies and T-shirts there. Jedi Mind Tricks.
So I think this time we'll go this way.
Sure.
We'll start with you, Vin. Deborah Harry.
First crush, and whether I like it or not, helped popularize hip hop in pop culture with Rapture, and I saw her open up for the Ramones in '89.
Rock on.
Dreaming is one of my all-time favorite songs.
Freddy, flash is back. Flash is back.
Wow. The judges will accept that.
Thank you.
Well done. Vinny.
Yes.
The movie Escape from New York.
Snake Plissken. Hardest fucking name like ever.
I was gonna say fucking Snake Plissken. I got nothing.
Nothing?
That's what I was gonna say.
Can't you want to shout out the brain?
No, I don't shout out nothing.
Jeez.
Oh, he's getting grumpy.
I don't want to shout out nothing. Write that down.
I can't fucking think of the line, the fucking nonfiction line. Escape from New York, and I'm on some Brooklyn.
Yeah,
I'll be on
escape
some
from New
Brooklyn
York,
bullshit.
but I'll be on some Brooklyn
bullshit.
bullshit.
That's my line.
All right. No nod to Isaac Hayes or Ernest Borgnine? I'm going to say
No.
Ernest Borgnine.
Love the Borgnine.
All day. Vinny, the Crucifix? You ever listen to that?
I bought that. I bought a cassette of the Crucifix from Gavin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember specifically. As things come up, I can tell you everything that I got from him. There's just a thing I remember.
You never gave me a Crucifix album.
He didn't give it to me, you fucking student. He fucking worked there. I didn't get
Don't
it.
you know when OG worked the tower, he would let us boost there?
With us boost there.
I this is way before that. Cherries.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get it then and never went back to it to see if I would get it now. So to say something negative would be telling you from an 11-year-old's
Right.
mind. So
I get that.
I wouldn't do that to a band. You know what I mean? I definitely didn't get it then.
OG?
Two things. I got it then, I get it now, and I'll always get it. Fucking brilliant. You absolutely need to go back.
Okay.
Crucifix is arguably the greatest band name of all time.
I mean, yeah.
I could have started with that. Yeah.
The song Hinckley Had a Vision.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, see that shit. It overwhelmed me. I didn't get it.
You
I didn't know
wouldn't,
what the fuck John
yeah.
Hinckley was, man.
The song Cops for Fertilizer.
Mm.
Like, that motherfucker was some kind of twisted fucking genius.
I don't even know what Cops for Fertilizer meant. You know what I'm saying?
You go back and listen to that tomorrow.
Yeah,
You're
going to
be like, what the fuck?
yeah.
Brilliant motherfucker. And recently watched some weird footage I found on YouTube, and dude was out of his mind.
What is their discography like in regards to how long were they good? Did they have shitty albums? Or
I
was it
only
like,
remember that one album.
So was it like one or two they were great then gone, or they,
I see 3 on Alternative Tentacles.
Wisconsin?
That's the one I'm thinking of. That's the
what
only one I
years
know.
Pig, that you see?
I see. Wisconsin was 87.
No.
There's 84.
This one.
Crucifix was 84.
That's the one.
What's the one around 87?
Wisconsin.
That's the one I bought
That's the
from
one I
Gavin.
The
remember.
CD, if I'm not mistaken, the CD is these two, the first two albums on one deal. This
Compilation.
or Will Be Done.
Or Will-
That's
Okay.
the fucking one.
All right, I'm getting it
Fucking
tonight.
hell.
All right. Enough said.
Everything
Did
I was
anyone
going
understand how I didn't get it? At that
Yeah,
age, or-
100.
Yeah.
Of course, of course.
I didn't get a lot. I was a
can't
DK
wait-
mark and didn't get a lot of that.
I can't
until I hit a
wait
certain
for you
point.
to listen to this and your fucking mind to be blown.
Good.
Jeff took everything I was going to say.
Kind of,
Yeah.
yeah.
Sorry.
That's all right. That's all right.
You fucked with them, though, Pete?
No, I can't.
Oh, okay.
I if you played them, I'd be like, oh, that's them. But in my
Okay.
head right now, I can't think of one song.
Okay.
Go back.
All right.
You'll dig it.
All right.
It's definitely your. See,
I mean, I'll turn it
know
down.
you. I know you well.
I know you do.
You'll mark for a couple of them
All right.
songs. What about you?
Like I said, I knew the Wisconsin album, and that was it. I didn't
It's
know
not-
anything about them, but I loved that record. We used to play it at DNR all the time.
That R Will Be Done is those two, the first one and that one on one record.
See, I don't think I even ever heard the first one.
And in between the songs is a phone call with one of the guys in the band and some local cop who's shutting down the shows.
Okay.
And it's an ongoing
Ongoing
argument
skit, okay.
throughout the thing.
That's dope.
Fucking so good.
If I can put just something at the end, a sour taste was left with me because I somehow connected the Crucifix with Ludacris.
That makes sense.
It just there was. Don't ask me why. I
It
know
makes
they
sense.
fucking
Yeah.
weren't even in the same fucking
Yeah.
in the same
I know
stadium.
I know what you mean. though.
I like, and then when you're rubbed wrong by one
Yeah,
thing,
yeah,
you
yeah.
somehow
Yeah, yeah,
no, that was like that, and it wasn't like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it tells you it was like that.
Yeah.
Pazzy, missing persons.
Oh, I loved her. Dale Bazio. Who's the other Bazio?
No idea.
They also played with Zappa, who I'm a huge Zappa mark. Huge. Joe's Garage, one of the best albums ever made. But I loved her, the girl with the big tips, and I marked for the Bazios too. And I marked it. Everyone was a WAP or black that played with Zappa. Just blacks and WAPs.
I want to start a band just to cover that. Do you hear me? Yeah. I want to cover that song.
Are we covering it on our 7-inch?
I think we need to. Maybe like a hidden track.
All right.
We're up to like 14 songs on the 7-inch at this point.
It has been decided.
Hate when I break character.
Yeah, well,
Nice.
Were they an MTV band?
Yes.
Yeah, good.
Destination unknown.
Yeah, good time.
Vinny, Cause for Alarm. The band.
Oh, I thought you meant the album.
We could do the album.
Yeah. Start off by that.
I like them. It's a rough name to what you're trying to hold up to me. What, the song you're thinking of? I like them.
There's a fucking song in there that I mark for, and I can't
like
think
them.
of fucking.
I was
what it's called
I was
right now.
actually listening to them fairly recently. As I've said a million times, your iPod only has so much space, so I'm constantly taking things off, putting things on. You know what I'm saying? As I get I find an old 7-inch, put that on. So I was like, what do I want to keep on? What do I want to take off? So I was listening to Cause for Alarm like last week.
There's a fucking song in there that I marked for, and I can't think of the fucking name of it. I'm looking for it right now. I can't think of it. That I really, really love, and I can't think of it.
Probably.
I don't know them. Are they recent or?
Nah.
Original New York hardcore, like the first wave of New
Okay.
York hardcore. A7.
Don't you forget.
I thought-
Don't you
yeah, I thought
forget.
88.
What's that fucking song?
That's probably the name of it.
Probably. Fuck.
I want to say 88, but Sicko saying 87. It's probably 87.
No, I'm saying way earlier than that.
Yeah, they were in the first.
Yeah, they were.
Oh, you're talking like 82 or something?
81,
I may be speaking out of turn. I might not be talking about the right band then.
Don't you forget. Fucking motherfucker.
How about Life's Blood?
Hard as fucking nails.
Fuck.
Hard as nails. I got my fucking filthy claws on that discography.
Fuck it, hey.
That split 7-inch they did with whatchamacallit, Sticks and Stones.
Well, the gimmick, the gimmicks got everything on it. You have that?
No, I
That's
don't.
the
need
gimmick I'm
that,
talking
yeah.
about. The discography.
You need that.
I think I have everything, but it's spread
But
across.
it's spread out.
It's like
I'll just send you the gimmick that's every
right.
gimmick on
Oh,
mine.
it's all right.
It is.
Yeah.
anything to add.
I mean, what the fuck else you gonna
Yeah.
say?
P?
Defiance.
Reckoning Force.
Reckoning Force!
That shit.
Never make a change.
Fuck. That shit's all right.
I always thought that was a little jab at Ray, but who
Of
knows?
course.
Vinny, Marianne Faithful.
Oh.
She was a deal in what, 64, 65?
Indeed.
She was wrapped up with some, I think could be some Satan devil shit. but-
Are you done?
Yeah.
I like. She did As Time Goes By.
As tears go by.
As Tears Go By. The Stones gimmick.
He's correcting you because
awesome.
you're not checking. He's been Googling this whole time.
Yeah, he don't know.
So is he though?
No, I'm not. I'm
You were
fucking-
looking for the
I'm
song.
looking for
One
fucking
song.
Cause for Alarm so I can put the song over you. Fuck.
What's
Fuck
the
you,
what
I've
am I
never-
doing?
Because he knew who Cause for Alarm is.
I
Liar.
never one time
Liar.
looked something up on fucking Google where I don't say I'm looking something on Google. Fuck off.
Dare you.
Second,
As tears go by.
I like.
First, that fucking computer goes off during word
I
association.
mean,
or
it's
down.
coming down to it.
I like.
This is why it has to start with him, so we can keep our eye on him.
Yeah.
We get wrapped up in a convo.
You do get wrapped up.
Yeah. All right. All right. I will remember that for next time.
I like that thing she did with the Metallica.
Yeah.
La 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 la
I
la la.
fucking
That's
marked
all
for
right.
that.
Yeah.
Marked for that.
The only thing I ever liked that they did.
And she looked like a fucking goblin in that video after being gored.
Like heavy.
Yeah.
Like aged voodoo.
Like the
Yes.
lady you
Like-
see when you come down the steps and there's no one in your house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She'll fuck you up.
She'll do something.
I'm with it.
P, you got anything?
Well,
that
what
Google
can I
can
read
up
off?
on
What can
her.
I read off Wikipedia?
What does Wikipedia say?
Born in Hampstead, London.
All right. And let's end it with a classic. Vinny, what comes to mind when I say Fast Times at Ridgemont High?
Mike Damone. Shout out Danny Boy.
Well done.
Oh, Debbie, hi.
Nice.
Maybe one of the fucking greatest movies ever made.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can
All
I
day.
can
Right
quote
on.
the entire thing, and I'm in the process right now of making a flyer, podcast flyer, with the graffiti of surf Nazis on the fucking
Nice.
ceiling when Jennifer what's her face is getting banged by the
Yep.
radio salesman guy.
Yep. Ron.
Jennifer Jason Lee.
Yeah.
I want to kick 100% of your ass in a second.
And I'll just go with the old standby. No, I don't got no Blue Oyster Cult. Where were you last week? I had 13 pairs.
Oh, Debbie, hi.
All right. So ends another
Yes.
exciting edition of
Word.
Surf Nazis.
Oh, I wasn't ready.
You dick.
You dick.
Can we call our band Surf Nazis?
If you want to.
I mean, I'm almost convinced that we should. Almost.
It's not going to take. It's not going to take much for me to.
to argue with that.
Yeah, look. This is a segment we call Dear Vin, where we get to see a little snippet, a little snapshot of my, a snapshot of my inbox on any given day,
Any given day.
any given time, and
Any given Sunday.
could be.
That movie sucked.
Did.
I watched like 4 minutes of
There's
Lawrence Taylor doing
Here's some fucking thoughts from some
there's
maniac.
3 minutes where Pacino gives this dope speech.
Hoo-wah.
Dear Vin, are you on the way with another album? For those listening, my record is about 4 weeks old. Are you on the way with another album? Would be fried as fuck. The 100 sign, the dart on a target, the heavy metal sign, and then a flame.
Heavy emoticons.
fried as fuck.
Yeah.
Probably knows how to do emoticons. I barely know how to do them.
What's up, Vinnie P? I need a mentors. You got one?
Like the band?
Up the dose.
4F Club?
No, he's asking for a Mentos. Fresh
what I-
maker.
Right.
Yeah.
Fresh
Ah.
breath maker.
Yeah.
He don't, he
I
ain't
went
ha-
right to Il Duce.
Yeah, me too. Up the dose. He ain't getting any of my mints.
Look.
Tell him he can smell your anal vapor.
Look, El Duce is fucking.
He's the king.
Listen, he's
Hey.
king of something.
Hell, he's the king.
Dear Vinny,
I like it when they give you pause.
my name is blank. I like your job. I would like to make a song with you. And it's not just me. My group wants too. What can I do to sing a song with you?
Sing a song.
You know what you can do, pal?
Take a walk?
Take a fucking long walk off a short pier.
Take a walk.
I'd like to sing a song with you, Vin.
Dear Vin, does it ever happen to you that you keep skipping hip-hop songs in your playlist until you hit When the Rain Begins to Fall by Jermaine Jackson? Like, that's not even my favorite music style, but I enjoy more than 90% of the garage playing around.
I could imagine a million years that would be a question. It's fucking
I'm going to
accurate.
re-hit the whole thing again.
Yeah.
I will.
I think that was a text from me this morning.
That would make sense.
Right.
Wow.
You
I
guys want
skip
it again,
on.
or-
I
Yes,
skip
yes.
on.
Again.
Yes.
Yeah, go.
Dear Vin, does it ever happen to you that you keep skipping hip-hop songs in your playlist until you hit When the Rain Begins to Fall by Jermaine Jackson? Like, that's not even my music style, but I enjoy more than 90% of the garage playing around. Do you think he meant to write garbage?
I think he did.
All right. The first part is fucking art.
That's what happens to me with Pandora. I keep skipping, and I end up on like Jermaine Jackson, and I'm like, fuck, I shouldn't have used all my skips.
That's what you get.
Now I gotta sit through this fucking dog shit.
This is that cat law. IDK. Does that mean I don't know?
Yes.
This is that cat law, IDK. I just feel, well, the whole perception of your lyrics, especially that vision of Gandhi, man, is real. Through this path I followed has been unusual to come to an understanding through a righteous path that has been more difficult than I can explain in 30 years of life. I think finally the life I've never had is about to begin in my spirit, in which I walk to see by faith is unusual. The reality just from a small section of places I've lived, to see that it seems since ancient knowledge that a reflecting door has been placed so that what we see is reflection of the truth that lies beneath the surface. I trip on deep stuff, me being of Christ and you of Ishmael and Allah, with how your interpretations, or basically vision. If maybe this is crazy, if through ancestors of Abraham, that two prophets would ascend at the time with both their people from the two sides of the story against the one enemy, and his claim of this world over nations and men who have been blinded that the saga of which we are coming to is at hand, but that there is time for those we can all collect in the days, that years that lie ahead. That's a trip, right? Peace, BJ Link, I don't know, lives crazy. Jedi minds the shit, keep doing you.
That gave me a headache.
It gave me a headache reading it because, again, as I've said during every Dear Vin, when there's no punctuation or anything, I just read.
Is this from that? That's not
No.
from that dude.
No.
I feel like this is a copycat. What do
You're
think
telling
of
me
that?
this is a copycat crime? You trying to know something right now? Are you telling me this is someone watching Jerkowitz's work? And
Yes. What do you think of that?
I think you're right.
It's the
Is this guy,
nephew of Sam.
Is this guy Jerkowitz?
Wow.
Are you telling me David
Jerkowitz.
Jerkowitz wrote
Nephew
that?
of Sam.
David Jerkowitz?
I think so.
David Jerkowitz, stepson of Sam.
Stepson. I'm saying.
I believe so.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is Thursday's edition of Dear Vin.
That was a rough one.
Well, we've talked about this before. When Pablo doesn't have a cheapo tip, he's not going to give y'all one. So he doesn't have one this week. But
You're not getting his tip this week.
you're not. You're not getting his little tip. But
You're not getting in your mouth. You're not getting in your ear. You're not getting in your anus.
he's assured me that we have gotten mail.
That we've gotten.
Oh, we've gotten.
So this is, I'm throwing it over to the professor for the mailbag.
Yes, yes. First, I want to shout out myself.
Of course he does.
Twitter's all abuzz with P. Jiggy.
Oh my God.
Someone,
Delusion.
A buzz.
famous person is now following the professor.
Who's that?
I'm going to give you a little hint.
Okay.
Psycho less, Psycho less,
you're
Psycho,
telling me
Psycho.
Psycho Les from the Beat Nuts follows you.
That's
now.
right.
All right.
He knows what's up. Beat Nuts knows what's up.
So you're followed by a few verified people. Am I correct?
Yes. He's not verified, but he's legit.
Yeah.
So,
No, that's Les.
you know what I'm
That's my
saying?
man.
It's-
So
He's the best.
yeah.
Love the Beat Nuts.
He followed me too, pal.
He does not. You're nobody.
Wow.
So anyway, let's get back to
Now
me.
Now that you said that, I noticed that, and I meant to look at it, but I hate Twitter. So.
I told him to follow you is what happened.
Is that what
So if
happened?
we look at the time frame, it's probably right next to
Is
it.
that what happened?
Yeah, go ahead, check it.
See, he follows me.
Psycho less,
Does
Psycho
he
less,
really?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
He's
I don't
down.
fuck with Twitter though, man. So I don't know.
Wait, click on it. Click on it.
Yeah,
He
that's
follows
right.
a lot of people, man. He follows 42,000 people.
Oh, okay. Then probably you can't pick yourself over. There's people that.
He's not paying attention to those other 42,000 though.
Yeah, it's
I'm the next shit. That's why he's
Okay,
following
all right,
me.
all right.
Yeah.
Bliss.
Thanks for ruining my parade, Jeff.
Ruining my parade. He didn't
First
rain
he-
on it.
First email. Josh,
Which one of your things did he do?
Cheesesteaks.
Fucking that shit's hard.
Yeah.
I'll follow him fucking back for that.
That was good.
That was.
Where's he at? Do you follow him, Pablo?
of course, Psycho less.
See, I didn't even
Sipping
know to
JD at the
follow him.
bar, holding the cannon.
Dog, Psycho Lass is a heavy name.
Psycho Les, follow back like that shit.
Wow.
You
Just
think
like
that-
that.
Yep, done.
Making it happen.
No, that'll be the last time I look at Twitter for fucking 3 weeks.
Stop it.
I hate the Twitter.
Hate the Twitter.
First email from Joshua Hurst, good friend of ours,
Love Josh. Josh is the best
He
dude
is.
ever.
probably for Vin. What's the best way to keep sneakers clean? Or clean them when they get dirty? And should suede sneakers be sprayed or treated with anyone to avoid stains if they are going to be worn in bad weather?
First off, never wear suede kicks if there's even a shot of being bad weather. Rain, nothing.
So the
Fuck
spray
that.
don't Timberland spray don't do shit.
I mean, not if you're obsessed with how, you know what I mean? They
Why
work
risk
if you,
it?
They work if you're on some like, yo, I'm a worker, man. That
Right.
wants to protect my shit. The best thing historically, there's a lot of products now to clean your sneakers. buy one of those really cheap. They're almost like gel toothbrushes. The ones where the bristles are not soft, where they're, you know what I mean, where they're hard.
We call them Brucey's.
We. Who's we?
Me and the other people in cell block 4.
All right. So, you just take one of those and rub it very, very lightly over a bar of soap.
Okay.
Get it a little bit wet,
Yeah.
enough to create suds.
Okay.
And go all around all the areas.
This just get me worked up already.
Hello, Dolly.
Use a damp towel to wipe all of that off. And then dry the brush off with that damp towel. And you can go over the rest of the suede of the sneakers if it's suede. Obviously, if it's just regular leather, you can just wipe it down.
Heavy. Thank you.
Yeah, but the brush with a light amount of soap is the move.
Cool. Next one is from this one. You gotta go and have to help me with. This is Jimmy Nguyen, aka Jimmy the Vietnamese bull,
Okay.
or as he says, Viennese bull, because apparently Pablo couldn't say it earlier.
Okay.
So
Oh, Jimmy rules.
Oh, this is we know Jimmy.
yeah. So how does one say this last name if it's spelled Nguyen? I know something is
I want
silent.
to say it's Gwen.
So what's silent? Did N?
I just said it to you.
All right. So if I'm looking at it, you said Gwen. So
I
that's-
think it's a very common.
I could never remember if the N or the G is silent, so I would always say it like
it's
Nguyen.
either Gwen or Nguyen.
No, what is it? What is it?
Nguyen.
Nguyen.
Or Gwen. It's not said the way that you spell it.
All right. He writes, if you had the ability to end one musician, artist, or band's career forever, who would it be?
Well, since I can't clarify, can I go back in time or it's got
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's
Led Zeppelin. Easy. Kill them all before they started. No one can live because that might plant the seed that still
Okay.
forms that band.
okay.
Then they all have to die.
Sicko?
Go to Gavin. I gotta think.
Fuck.
I gotta think.
I think you take out the band we were just recently talking about. WMMR.
No.
I was
I know who
actually-
he's going to take out.
I was
Darkest.
thinking Metallica.
The Nuge.
He doesn't have heat with his music, I don't think.
Oh,
He said he likes some
such a
songs.
two-face.
No, I said I could play it. I don't know if I
Sicko
necessarily
said
like
I
it.
like Stranglehold.
Musician, artist, or band? Off the face of the earth.
Fred Durst.
He's pretty bad.
Think of the Who's Worst list over the past decade,
I'm
the past
trying to,
year.
I'm thinking.
I would have to pick something along the lines of what Vinny picked, where like anything using Fred Durst as an example. Any music shit he did was so disposable; it had no
Right.
impact on culture whatsoever.
Zeppelin impacted too many people.
Right,
Other shitty
right.
people.
I don't hate Zeppelin as much as Vinny does, but I'm thinking along those same lines, and I just can't think of nothing.
I got one.
Please.
Just gonna disagree.
Go ahead.
Yoko Ono.
Oh, I'm marking.
Her shit's not relevant
Yeah.
either.
I'm marking for that.
Oh, I got one.
I'm
It
just
doesn't
marking
matter.
the
It's
one
what
dead.
it doesn't matter that it's and her
Okay.
musician art. Lennon would still be alive right now. Agree?
He's a Yoko mark.
I know.
man.
That's why I said he's gonna be so upset
It's
about it.
offensive.
I was almost thinking the Eagles,
Oh, that's a good one.
but
I like Joe Walsh.
I kind of do, but I don't anymore.
What about James Gang?
I do, but I don't like Joe Walsh anymore.
Oh,
At all.
All right.
At all. Like,
right.
he's said some dumb shit recently.
Oh, has he?
That's not Joe Walsh, dude. It's another guy named Joe Walsh.
Oh, well, they never.
Oh, he's talking about the
I
pundit, dude?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I
that-
did the
Is it
same.
really?
Yes.
He's like a- he's
I
no
did the
idea.
same thing.
He's like a psychotic Republican, dude.
For like
Oh, I
2
had
seconds.
no idea.
For 2 seconds, I did the same thing. I was like, Joe Walsh, what the fuck? And then clicked the thing. I was like, oh.
I read a whole thing,
No,
never saw a
it's
picture.
not
I was
you
like,
him.
have you ever seen Mitt Romney?
yeah.
His picture looks like Mitt Romney.
Okay.
Yeah, not it.
I don't think I saw a picture of the
No,
dude. And
yeah.
it didn't make any sense
Yeah,
because
yeah,
I was like,
No, the Joe
Joe
Walsh-
Walsh isn't this articulate.
Yeah,
okay.
right.
Okay, well, it's the Eagles. Fuck them anyway. Fuck them and fuck them.
I like oh, shit. What's that one Eagles song I
do like the James Gang, though.
Fuck.
I like
Take
Hotel
it.
California.
To the limit.
No, but we're closer with it than Hotel
You don't
California.
like Desperado?
No.
Why don't you come to your senses?
Babe, this song. It's Desperado.
Which a woman?
Oh, which a woman.
You don't have one artist you want off the face of the earth.
I'm trying to think of the Eagles song though. Fuck.
Dead air, man.
I can't remember.
Well, I've been running down the road
We'll come back
trying to
to it.
loosen
No.
my load. I hate that song so fucking much.
Jimmy, what up?
I can't tell you why.
I like
Tell
that.
you why. That
That's
shit's
like
all right.
every sex scene from like every late 70s movie.
You don't like that. What the fuck's wrong with that?
All right, next one from the guy we met at the last wrestling gimmick, Mike Moratori.
I see Jimmy fairly often, so I'll give him an answer when I see him.
That doesn't help the podcast. Fucking moron. Hey,
He's not wrong.
I mean, his delivery is wrong.
He
though.
should get
His
slapped.
tone
for
is
delivery.
wrong.
yeah, you should get slapped, Jeff.
Go ahead and do it. Go
Hey,
ahead.
fellas, what is your favorite soundtrack or score to a movie or television series? You and I are-
Superfly is one of the greatest ever made. It's a brilliant album. River's Edge is a great one.
Oh,
If you're a
yes.
metalhead.
No, man, you don't just keep rattling shit off.
All right, well then jump in.
Jesus Christ Superstar.
Okay.
Well, that was my fucking pick until fucking Vinny said it first.
Look, man.
Yeah, I'm not that quick right now.
Well,
Yeah, me neither.
On
yeah.
the Eagles.
Pablo.
Sicko agrees with me. The Magnolia soundtrack.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's great.
That's
You
an
know
awesome-
what's great?
Amy Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's great? Speaking of Amy, man, the I Am Sam, where everyone does Beatles stuff. And
You sent me something.
it was Michael.
Yeah. and we
Penn.
talked about that
They
dude.
do two of
Yeah.
us.
I remember that.
He did a whole record with what's her name? Susanna Hoffs, I want to say.
Love her. Bangles.
They did like an acoustic record together.
I'm not mad at Michael Penn, and I love Amy Man.
Right.
Pablo.
The fucking the first Suzanne Hess solo album, she's got it on the insert. She's on the bed in like a sundress. Oh, she's so hot.
She was fucking hot.
Good album. All Nighter, good movie too.
Yes.
I've got there are like 5 soundtracks that I know I love, and I can't think of a single one.
Less Than Zero.
Thank
Oh man.
you. Yes. 2 reasons for that. The fucking
Glenn.
Well, the Glenn, the greatest thing
Hazy
he's ever
Shade
done.
of Winter. Roy
That's
Orbison.
good.
Hazy Shade of Winter's fucking hard.
Speaking of the Bangles, but also the fucking Inagata Davida.
Yeah. In the Garden of Eden, baby.
That too.
And that No Sleep Till Brooklyn too.
It's in the movie, I think, but it's not
on
on
the
the soundtrack.
Yeah. Going back to Cali's on the soundtrack.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going back to Brooklyn's Colin Quinn's.
Yeah.
Going back to Brooklyn. Brooklyn. I don't think so.
I don't know what I thought you meant.
I thought you were in my brain. No, I know what you're saying.
I know what you like and don't like. I don't know what the fuck you're trying to say half the time.
I don't know if it counts as a soundtrack, but it was a soundtrack to a concert movie that I used to play over and over again when I was a little kid. The Ziggy Stardust.
Sure.
Like the live
Heavy.
shit from
Yeah,
the movie.
yeah.
I can listen to that all fucking day.
That stuff is fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
Go play it on that Palladia or whatever. Yeah.
My favorite Bowie song of all time is Rock and Roll Suicide, and the version of that from the
that
movie
version's heavy.
all day.
Oh, my other favorite soundtrack is from Garden State.
What's on that?
There's fucking Nick Drake, the Colin from the dude from the Men at Work.
Oh,
song on
his,
that
his
acoustic.
shit
Yeah.
acoustic. is
Yeah.
fucking-
The best. That's because it's Zach Braff.
Yeah,
That's all that
yeah,
shit
that fucking
he
movie is fucking
listens
Nick
to.
awesome.
Drake is on that soundtrack?
Yeah.
Nick Drake.
That's the story where we figured out it wasn't Cat Stevens. We're like, this Cat Stevens, me and Vinny were like, this Cat Stevens song is the best song ever. I borrowed this dude's vinyl, and I went through every Cat Stevens, and I couldn't find the song. And then I watched Garden State, and the song's on there, and I'm like,
What song is it?
it's just whatever one of the Nick Drake songs are.
He's got like a lot of songs.
I know, but you know what I'm saying. Like, it
Yeah.
sounded, we thought it was Cat Stevens.
Everything Nick Drake did was brilliant.
It's
And the
awesome.
shit his family helped finish after he died, and his mom sings his
Yeah.
shit, and his sister, yo, man, forget about it.
Awesome.
Black Eyed Dog. That shit's all right.
Yeah, bliss.
Last question from Craig Poland. Hey, Vin. I saw you release the video for The Void featuring Eamon, which was dope. I'm curious what your relationship with him is, as I've seen he is in a few of your songs. I haven't really heard much from him since that Fuck It rip he did years ago.
That's my man's. We're close as shit. We talk every day. We're working on his new record. It's called Eamon and the Phantom.
So you kind of got met up through mutual friends years ago and just kind of stayed
years ago.
together?
Yeah. I mean, I loved him when he was out. You know what I mean? When he had that hit on Jive. We met a couple years after that, and then the idea was to kind of work on a producer record with Stoop, where Stoop would do beats, and we had maybe some rappers, maybe some singers, and we asked Eamon to work on some stuff, and we fucking loved everything he did so much that we were like, yo, maybe we should work
Right.
on more, and then that turned into an EP, and then it turned into an LP, and now we have all these songs and people interested in what we're working on.
Dope.
So, but that's my man though, Eamon. Great dude. I was just with him in the West Coast. He's in Cali now.
So that shit's coming along?
Yeah,
well?
yeah. Looking like September.
Dope.
September 2017.
Did he say when I need to come through to finish my double ups?
Well, for your side project, yeah.
All right, cool.
Whenever we're out west again.
A word. I'm down. All right, and that's the mailbag for this week.
All right, no doubt. So, wrapping up, as we do every episode, we do recommendations before we say our goodbyes. So, Sicko, are you ready with yours? Or?
I am.
All right. Pablo's whispering off air, so it's confusing.
Sweet nothings. Sweet
There's a whole
nothings.
second show going on.
Yeah, there is. There really is. So, let him know. Sicko.
Gavin looks like he's about to say something.
No, I'm waiting for you, pal.
Oh, you look like you had an announcement.
No,
Do you have an announcement?
maybe.
Go ahead.
Would you like the floor?
When he
No.
grabs the mic.
That's what I mean. That's why I stopped. All right. Mine's a documentary that came out a couple years ago, but I just finally found and was able to watch, and I watched it on some weird website like filmcon.com or something like
I'm
that.
familiar with that.
Yeah, I wasn't
Yeah.
before, but anyway, it's My Career as a Jerk, the documentary about the Circle Jerks, one of your favorite bands.
Yes. Good God.
It was actually really good. I watched it just because I needed to watch it. I didn't expect to be as blown away by it as I was. I think it's a pretty standard band documentary, but what really made it great for me was the amount of live footage that they put in. That's when I watch like music documentaries, like that's what I want to see more than anything.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And especially if like old footage.
Yeah.
And this was packed to the gills with some fucking I mean, it had all the shit from Decline of Western Civilization, all the stuff that you've seen.
Yeah.
But it extended. Instead of like a 15-second clip of the song,
Yeah.
they would just let the whole 90-second song performance be.
Right.
The one thing that's dope about it is when they go into the very brief time that Chuck Biscuits played with them. Chuck Biscuits is a fucking lunatic. It's not that nobody can find him right now, but he won't speak to or deal with anybody, especially on some like retrospective type.
Really?
Yeah,
That's crazy to
There's
know.
no reaching him. Like, he wants nothing to do with nothing. There is footage, and you can go to YouTube if you're a Circle Jerks mark, or if you ever want to see like a band really kill it, put in a search for Circle Jerks. I think it's Rock Palace or Rock whatever the show was. It was like a regular TV show that somehow they hornswoggled their way into being on. And it's like some of the only live footage. Because Chuck, like, there's no recorded material with the lineup with Chuck and Earl playing together.
Yeah.
It's the one video. And they fucking come out and they kill it. It's like 83. It's like right in the midst of Thriller Mania. So Keith's got
wearing
like
that Sergeant Pepper type
the sergeant jacket, and he's got a fucking white spangly glove on.
Brilliant.
But it's just great. Again, it's a really good documentary about a band of like the most fucked up people as far as like they had no desire to do anything. Like they got a lot of shit, especially in the early days, because Keith would do versions of the Black Flag songs that he didn't even write. He was just there for.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, why don't you write new songs? And I'm like, we don't want to. We just want to get drunk and high.
Yeah.
So it's a fun documentary. A lot of great old footage. My Career as a Jerk, the story of the Circle Jerks.
Professor?
I am fucking wrapped up in The Flash. It's on the CW. It's the superhero.
Okay.
DC
Sean watches
Comics.
that.
I've heard good things.
I just got to season 3, which is what's airing now.
Okay.
So I pretty much binge watched 1 and 2 over the past 2.5 weeks.
Okay.
You're talking like 30 some episodes.
Wow.
So much has happened that like Chrissy was like, "What did I miss?" And I was like, "This is too much." Like they cramp so much in to each episode. Yeah, you love your shit pushed up, don't you? But it's fucking a phenomenal superhero show. They do all the crossovers with the other DC shows that are on. It's fucking awesome. I love it. The Flash. And he says it in the intro. He's like, "I am the Flash." Like he
Like
doesn't.
that?
He says the Flash.
Really?
And I'm like, they didn't fix this in post. Like, it's weird.
Is he an American?
Yeah, and he's always he's like a young Dylan from like 90210, and he's when he really has to act.
Dylan.
When he really has to act, it's like horrible.
Nice.
Like I that guy could have saved him. Like it's so bad. Wow. It's so bad. But
that
this,
was a pretty good bad acting.
yeah, that's exactly how he is. But the superhero stuff's banging.
Word.
Yeah, it's dope.
OG, do you have a recommendation?
Yeah. Great. Since we were talking about the Pistols and it's Christmas, there's a 5-part documentary on YouTube about the show they played on Christmas Day in whatever year, 78, I guess, for the kids of striking firemen in
I remember that.
Yeah, there was always clips of it that went around.
I saw
but
the clips, right? Yeah.
There's a 5-part documentary that Julian, what's his fuck? Did.
Temple.
Yeah.
Lennon.
Yes.
I popped for that.
Yes.
I was gonna say Assange. Yeah, but
and it's really fucking good. So it had like current day interviews, like all the stuff he does, current day with footage that I have never seen of that day, of the two shows they played. They played the one for the kids during the day, and then the ones for the firemen that night. Really involved sort of documentary, and it's really fucking good. I had only seen, like I said, clips of it up until like a week ago. Or clips of that day, not of the documentary, but the whole documentary's up on YouTube. It's like Christmas with the Sex Pistols or some shit it's under.
nice.
Right on.
Mine is. You guys remember that show? I've literally never seen the show, but it was huge. That show, King of Queens, that was on TV. Yeah. That Italian girl that was on it that played the wife was a Scientologist.
Yeah.
Super
Oh
wrapped up.
shit! I saw the commercial for this.
Yeah, she was on a
It
season.
fucked up her life. Didn't it?
She was on a season of Saved by the Bell. Back in the day, I had a crush on her back then.
She was on Who's the Boss. She was
Leah Remini.
Yeah.
She was what's her name's friend.
Yeah, Sam's friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alyssa Milano.
So yeah.
I don't remember that. I'll have to look that up.
Oh yeah. She was
Yeah.
in a couple episodes. She was like the tough girl from the old hood.
Yeah. So she got wrapped up in Scientology, and a couple years ago wrote a book called Troublemaker, and it was about her getting out. And the insanity hasn't stopped. It's gotten more insane. So there's this show called Leah Remini, Scientology in the Aftermath. And it's her and basically the dude who was second in command in the Scientology chain of power that got out too. And they're basically going around the country and talking to other people that got out and the stories they're telling about. It is so fucked up. I couldn't make
That
it up.
fucking Sea Camp
Yeah,
shit is-
Sea-Org.
yeah, it's fucking out of
Bro.
control, man.
It's on A&E. It's really, really, really dope. I'm wrapped up in it. There's only been 2 episodes so far, so
I didn't realize it's a series.
it's like 8 episodes.
I thought it was like a documentary thing.
It's like it's like an 8-episode mini documentary.
Hour
miniseries.
each?
It runs over an hour. I'd say like 68 minutes each
Nice.
one, and it's fucking heavy and super well done.
She's trying to take the whole deal.
She's trying to take the whole deal down. She's Brooklyn Italian goon, bro.
right.
Her pop's fucking Sicilian and her mom's Jewish, and she's from Brooklyn.
Right.
She ain't fucking around on no levels, dog.
Right.
So she's, it's heavy, and she's really very similar to us in the way she talks and conducts herself. Just like OG East Coast chick, you know what I mean? That got wrapped up. And you're watching her be upset that she gave these people 30 years of her life. You know what I mean? To find out it's not just a scam from a financial point, but that there's evil going on there. So it's called Leah Remini, Scientology in the Aftermath. Check it out. And that's episode 45 of the Broad Street Breakdown. So you can email us questions or whatnot, info@broadstreetbreakdown.com. The website's obviously broadstreetbreakdown.com.
So we're going to be, because we're coming up on Christmas, we're going to be sort of on, not on.
Yeah.
We don't know what the schedule
Shit
is
is up in the
exactly.
air.
We're going to tape every opportunity we can. We have a lot of extra shit we're going to do. We're talking about doing some live fucking things with some shit we have coming up. Whatever, bunch of stuff. But as far as the show goes, we're going to try and do a couple more before Christmas if we can. But it's possible that we won't. So we're not telling anybody when we're going to be here, when we're not going to be here, when we're just letting you know that the schedule's going to be all fucked up until after New Year's. We may fucking pop up here and there, but there will be tons of video.
Yeah.
We're talking about, like I said, we're talking about doing live shit with a couple of things we're going out to. We're talking about doing, this, that, and the other fucking thing. So, we'll be back.
We're not going anywhere.
Yeah. Don't ever fucking worry that we're not doing the deal. It's just that we're working on 4 fucking schedules here.
Yeah.
During the holidays, which is like
4 families and holidays
and we have other stuff that we need to do together that is not sitting around at the table for hours at a time, So we got other stuff like, with Christmas and all that shit. So it's possible we won't be on again until after New Year's, but it's also possible that we'll try our best to have some kind of show at some point.
Something for you.
And Sicko, speaking of the videos that we'll keep, putting out until then, just explain how it's sort of become difficult with the feeds to cut.
Yeah,
you know what I'm getting at.
So we basically started a YouTube channel that's specifically for the show. If you go and look for that, if you search on YouTube, the channel is called Vinnie Paz Presents the Broad Street Breakdown. Now we post all the videos, we put them on Twitter, we put them on Facebook, but there's a lot of stuff that gets in the way that prevents people from seeing these posts. So if you're interested in the videos and you want to make sure you don't miss them, the best bet is to go and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and this way you'll get notified directly, because like I said, we put them on the Facebook and it tells us like how many people see it, and it's not very much, so they're keeping it from you. So just
They're fucking keeping
The
it
fucking
from you,
man.
these
The man
motherfuckers,
is
man.
fucking keeping you from us.
Keeping the fucking information
the
down.
Zuckerberg fucking conspiracy is holding it down.
Listen.
Man.
Fucking
Look,
fake
man,
news.
We
fucking
have
us.
we have
Yeah.
messages from the underground. The motherfuckers won't let it
We
fucking
do.
surface.
Listen, fucking Jerkowitz and fucking and Zuckerberg are fucking taking us down, man.
That's right.
Jerkowitz and Zuckerberg. All right, y'all. If we don't see you,
Uncle of Sam.
and that stepson of Sam. If we
Nephew-
don't see
Second
y'all,
cousin twice removed of Sam.
ho ho ho, motherfuckers. We'll see y'all next
Yo,
time.
all that.
Yo.
Happy Hanukkah.